Hey y'all. So, some weird things have been unfolding where uh myself and Milo hang out, and I love to go there. You guys have seen me do videos from there. Um it's peaceful, it's quiet for the most part. And it's in nature, which is cool because you know how much I love nature. Something really weird it has transpired, and it's just first, I will talk to you about something that I rarely ever talk about. I never bring it up because it may weird people out, so I don't really go there. But I'm going to go there with you guys, all right? Because it'll explain at least one of the things that happened. Um, so sometimes I know things I shouldn't know, okay? I can sense it, I can feel it, I can see it in my mind's eye, if that makes sense. And I don't know how to explain it. It's just something that happens. Okay? So I'll give you an example. So there was a guy that we met online and we talked on the phone routinely, and he was a really nice guy. And he told me about an incident where him and his friend were sitting on the table in the park. You know how they have the benches? And his friend got shot and killed. And then I said, was he wearing a blue shirt? And I said, is he wearing a blue shirt? He said, yeah. I think I thought it was a light blue. I got the shade wrong, but the shirt was blue. How I know that, I don't know. It's just one of those things that I don't know. I can't explain it. He goes, yeah, his shirt was blue, but like I said, I got the shade wrong. I think I said it was light blue when it was dark, or the other way around. Um, I don't talk about this either. But when I was a kid, my bedroom was downstairs. Everybody else's bedroom was upstairs. Okay. And I was in the bathroom because downstairs had its own bathroom. And I was brushing my teeth before bed. And all of a sudden, I saw a figure. It wasn't a figure of a person. It basically looks like when you put a teapot on the stove, and when it whistles, it releases steam. Well, it looked like steam. It didn't look like a person. It was really small, and it was just like this. And then it was gone. But as a kid, I remember that. I remember seeing that. It didn't scare me or freak me out. I just will always remember that. And of course, you don't tell anybody because, yeah, yeah. You learn how to keep things to yourself, especially when you have psychotic parents. And then the other day, a few days ago, Milo and I were at Rocky Forks. And you know, Rocky Forks has a tendency to, some weird things have happened out there. So I'm on I don't want to say high alert, but I pay attention to what's going on because some weird things have happened over there. So before I go into that, well, I mean, a guy died out there and he drowned, and a lady's body was found out there. And the cops didn't really give us an update of what happened. They just, So, oh, excuse me. Excuse me. So I remembered the guy, that they had found bodies out there. So I told Milo, I said, let's go to the dock. I never told him what a dock was. He went straight for it. So he's a little smart. He's odd with how he knows things too. Anyway, so I'm standing on the dock and I hear an older guy moan. I don't know if I can mimic it, but it was almost like, oh, like that. And I kind of stopped in my tracks. I wasn't scared. I just thought to myself, I wonder if this is where the guy died. So I talked to my friend about it after the fact. And he said, yeah, that's where he died because he fell off the dock. It's a fishing dock. So I go, how do you fall off the fishing dock? There's like a gate, not really a gate, but there's like a barrier so that people don't fall in. He said, I don't know. I don't know if I think there was alcohol involved or something like that. So the area where I was standing that I heard the guy's voice, that is where he died. Okay. Another weird thing. Yesterday. And I didn't find this out till today. We went to Rocky Forks. It's a conservation area. And my friend told me there's a lake, another lake on top of this particular hill. So I'm thinking, okay, well, curiosity gets the better of me, so I want to go up and check out the hill. So I climb up there slowly. Y'all know I'm still recovering from foot surgery, so I climb up there very slowly, and I see the lake, which I will try to use one of the pictures of the lake as a thumbnail because it's so freaking pretty and it's got the ice on the water. It's just so pretty out there. And then, Milo ran because he's got to run. He likes to run. And he ran his butt off. So, and then later obviously we left. And then later that evening, we heard emergency vehicles. I'm going to say, well, it was dark at this particular point. It was, and of course it gets early because of the time of year it is, right? So it gets dark around between 5 and 5:30. It's dark. And I'm going to say, I'm ballparking it because I didn't look at the time when I heard the emergency vehicles. I'm going to say between 5 and 7, maybe 5 and 6:30, somewhere in that time frame. We heard emergency vehicles and there were a bunch of you could hear multiple vehicles and we're like you don't say anything, but you're just thinking, okay. And then you move on. So we're going to learn about this crime backwards. Okay. Someone had set a car on fire on purpose out there, exactly where we were. And we were out there in the daytime. That night, a car ended up over there. It's a, what type of vehicle is it? It's a Jeep Compass. A maroon colored Jeep Compass was out there. I saw it in the news. And somebody brought it out there and set it on fire at Rocky Fork on purpose. So my friend said, I said, well, why would somebody do that? And my friend said, well, probably for insurance. I researched it. Didn't have anything to do with insurance. So I told him that. I said, yeah, it doesn't have nothing to do with insurance. He goes, how do you know? I said, I researched it. I said, in Fulton, Missouri, was it the same day? Let's see. I can't remember the day. The kid got killed. He got shot to death in his vehicle. His vehicle was, there was something wrong with it. There was a young lady with him. I don't think that she's a suspect or anything like that, but she's a teenager also, and she was in the vehicle when this kid got shot and killed. He was 17 years old. I'll try to post the article in the description. And so that kid got shot a few days ago, or whatever the time frame was, and he got murdered. And then that was in Fulton, Missouri. And then in Columbia, Missouri, at Rocky Forks, the suspect vehicle was the vehicle that was set on fire. And that's the same day we were there, which was yesterday. So we came in close contact with a potential killer because he's a suspect. He's wanted by the police. And he said, I guess his vehicle had been, somebody noticed his vehicle whenever this happened to this teenager. And that vehicle is going to stand out in your mind because it's a sharp looking vehicle. It's a burgundy, reddish, colored, it kind of looks like an SUV, and it's a Jeep Compass is what it's called. And when I read the article, it said the suspect vehicle was the vehicle that was found in Rocky Forks that was set on fire. So it kind of messes your mind up. You're like, okay, whoa, we were just there. We were freaking just there. So there's creepy things that are happening out there. And my friend said, well, that person is probably from Moberly or from Columbia, because how else would they know about Rocky Forks? I said, you got a point there. And then the body, like I said, I heard the guy's voice. That's the same place he died. The lady, it's not connected at all. And lady, her body was found in Rocky. This car gets set on fire out there. I had a recent situation where this guy, well, whoever it was, me and Milo were going through there, and we came to the part that's the end of the road, and this vehicle was parked real weird, like crooked and in the middle of the road. Well, most people don't do that because they park in a way that other vehicles can park too. They don't try to park weird so that, you know what I mean? It was just real strange. And then that vehicle, we went to a different area because I felt creeped out by it. I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on here, but we're leaving. And that same vehicle pulled over on the side of the road, a little bit further down the road from the end of the road, the opposite way, and parked on the side of the road with their headlights on for the longest time. That's weird too. What are you doing? He wasn't hunting, or she, or whoever it was. They weren't hunting. And why are your headlights on? And I thought, well, maybe I'm kind of trying to use, not excuses, but reasons why that person would do that. Maybe they're meeting someone and they are telling the person, I'll be sitting there with my headlights on or whatever. Well, no other vehicle came. So I have no idea what the hell that was all about. I know we left. Me and Milo got in the vehicle and we left. And when I came down the road where we were, to the left is where that vehicle was. And when I was getting ready to make a right turn to get out of there, they turned their headlights off. But they had been sitting there for probably, I don't know, a good 15, 20 minutes, and no other vehicle was there. And it just creeped me out. And sometimes in life, you need to just get out of there. You don't need to question or stay there longer to see what's going to transpire. Sometimes your gut is telling you, whatever this is, it's weird. And you get your butt out of there. Okay? So we did. We got out. Very strange. Very, very strange. So, like I said, I'll post the articles to the description. So weird. So freaking weird. And yes, I do have something to protect myself. All right. You guys take care. Bye.